Mr. Vice President, delegation from Nigeria, Your Excellencies, welcome to Canada. And of course, a representative of the Canadian government who flew direct from Mongolia just to be here. The Honorable O'Brien, we are deeply appreciative of your being here. Toronto have long earned the description of being the most global metropolis in the world. Over half of its population of more than 5 million people, and I'm speaking of the greater Toronto area, were born outside Canada. No other city in the world of that size has that attribute. This real estate is an incredible success story of diversity and multiculturalism, which again defines Canada. It is therefore not surprising that the biggest gathering of decision makers from Africa's most populous nation are here today for the historic Canada-Nigeria Investment Conference, tagged Canada-Nigeria Synergy. What is taking place today and tomorrow, Mr. Vice President, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, is a logical harvest of a strategic partnership located in the Canada-Nigeria Binational Commission Agreement, which was signed by the foreign ministers of both Nigeria and Canada. Minister Ashiru, His Excellency, Foreign Affairs Minister of Nigeria, who is seated there, and Minister Bird, whom we had the privilege to meet yesterday, hosting us, Vice President delegation, to launch, together with Minister Edfast, after a very successful meeting between the Vice President of Nigeria and the Prime Minister of Canada. That agreement sought to explore how the complementarities in the strengths of our two economies and indeed two societies could blend to produce a universal brand that will speak with fresh resonance to the convergence of developed, that's Canada, and emerging market, that's Nigeria. The Nigerian demographic dividend of a large but largely young population of 160 million people, in combination with Canadian know-how of getting stuff done, will be the game changer for the 21st century global economy. For me, as High Commissioner of Nigeria to Canada, whose few months at post were preceded by an understanding reached with my then Canadian Foreign Minister counterpart, that both of our two countries should step up to the true potential of our bilateral relations. This moment is humbly a very fulfilling one for me. Ultimately, this conference is about connecting the dots for the famous Canadian brand, to find a welcoming environment for greater international relevance through Africa's most exciting economy. Today, I invite you all to embrace the fierce urgency of now on the platform galvanized by Canada-Nigeria Investment Conference. Mr. Vice President, Your Excellencies, distinguished speakers, participants, and guests, let me acknowledge in a very special way the largest gathering of governors, so these are heads of governments in their own right, in a federal structure, the largest gathering of governors ever outside Nigeria to come and honor us in a special way. And of course, I think if the cabinet of Nigeria decides to have a meeting here, with the permission of the President of Nigeria, ably represented by his Vice President, their decisions will be considered to be absolutely legal. Since most of the critical portfolios are represented here, with a large contingent of ministers, at the last count I hear about 14 of them, we are so flattered by your present distinguished ministers, and of course members of the National Assembly and other leaders. Once more, welcome to Canada, land of the true north, strong and free. Thank you.